Hi everybody, and welcome back to SDI Coffee Break. Again, we're with our very close friend, Jeff Rumberg. Hi Jeff, how are you?
I'm doing just great, David. How about you?
Very well, thank you. And hopefully, the guys watching have rejoined this discussion that we've had over the last two or three sessions. Now, last time we talked about shift left, Jeff, and the economic value of shifting left, and you had some brilliant figures about the potential savings by doing that. And we also touched on why organisations weren't, harnessing this. What I see, I talk to a lot of organisations about the value of not only what a first-time fix is, if you like, or a first-level fix, but also trying to understand the data in more context. So you fix your fixable stuff. You know that's a high sort of proportion. If it's low for some people, then there's a training opportunity. But you know what you can fix, and you know the stuff you don't fix. And some of that you may find you can fix over time through knowledge and understanding more about the issues, maybe problem management even, right? But also the stuff that you'll never be able to fix because of administration, because of second, third line, because of, vendors or whatever suppliers, that you can actually target that strategically to move into a lower cost center through skills, through training, through administration rights as well. How's that? We talked about the Uber agent, the level 1.5, right? How do you create a situation where the level 1.5 will develop into a level 2, a level 3 in the same place? What do you think about maybe the convergence of skills in any support sort of organisation, in any part of that organisation? What do you think about that, Jeff?
Yeah, there's a great opportunity, I think, to push knowledge and expertise down to level 1 and level 1.5. But it requires participation and cooperation from other levels within the organization, particularly level 3 IT. These would be developers, for example. They might be individuals that work in the NOC. They might be individuals that own the infrastructure. The ironic thing, David, is that oftentimes those individuals in IT don't really like handling support tickets. They complain about support tickets, and oftentimes they will own a big backlog of support tickets. Yet, ironically, they have the power to push their expertise down to level 1 and level 1.5, and largely themselves get out of the business of providing service and support. Now, they'll never completely get out of the business. Support is everybody's responsibility. Yes. It's not just the responsibility of level 1 and level 1.5 and desktop support. But there's another discipline, as you know, called release management, which strives to train and drive knowledge down to level 1 and level 1.5 so that at level 1 and level 1.5, tickets can be resolved, incidents can be resolved effectively without having to push that ticket out to a higher level of support, a more costly level of support. So there are many things that the organization can do to push knowledge down to level 1 and level 1.5. Training can also improve first contact and first level resolution rate. Effective knowledge articles can improve first contact and first level resolution rate. A tool like those remote tools, you've heard the name, but the point is that they dramatically improve first contact and first level resolution rates in recent years. Statistic I may have shared with you before, David, is that over the last 5 years, the number of level 1 support personnel, including level 1.5, has increased by about 50% worldwide. Wow. At the same time, level 2 or desktop support has decreased by about 20%. The reason for this is shift left. A lot of that has been very, very successful. And also a lot of the complexity that used to sit on the desktop has been virtualized away and it's been pushed into the cloud, both hardware and software. Now that trend, I think it's largely played itself out, but the point is that there's a lot of things being done at level 1 right now that historically were done best side to buy side or by field services or even by the vendor. But through concerted shift left efforts and by driving knowledge articles and creating a greater awareness of the importance of first contact and first level resolution rate at level 1, we've seen a growth in that part of the industry, while at the same time, a lot of the workload that used to be handled by desktop support has been shifted to level 1 and level 1.5.
Yeah. Do you think we'll ever be in a position when the traditional service desk environment, support environment of your first level, second level, third level, desktop, whatever, right? That sort of I'm going to use the word silo. That siloed way, that siloed approach to supporting any one time issue. Do you ever see a time where all those skills will be in one place, where all those skills will be spread across a team, where one team can actually do everything? Do you ever see a time where that's going to happen?
Yeah, we can see examples of that, David, and those are some of the most effective service and support organizations, is where they operate as a homogenous team. They don't necessarily have to be part of the same organization, but there has to be seamless handoffs of tickets up the chain, for example, from level 1 to level 2 or to level 3, and conversely in the opposite direction, from level 3 down to level 2 or from level 2 down to level 1, or even directing the customer to a self-help, self-service portal. So we're starting to see, even if they operate in different parts of the organization, we are starting to see the seamless integration of different levels of support. And that's where you get the greatest efficiencies of all, because it's very easy to identify shift left opportunities. It's very easy to try and train the user to go to the self-help portal if they have the capability of resolving their issue in self-help, self-service. So I believe that what you're talking about is a concept that is starting to catch on. We do see examples of success in these integrated organizations, and they have the lowest total cost of ownership of all, because it's very obvious, it's very transparent. When a ticket is being resolved at a higher level than it should be, it's very obvious that there's a chip left opportunity, and everyone becomes very painfully aware, if you will, of the importance of first level resolution rate and shifting left, because total cost of ownership is visible to everyone in an organization like that is fully integrated end to end. Yeah,
no, you're absolutely right. I mean, I think that will be for me the nirvana. I think, being able to be in a position where the service element of a service is seen as one of the high priorities. So you're in a situation where you scale one team to be able to manage all that, where people can wear different hats at different times. If you want to call that swarming, call it whatever you want, right? But a centric service, rather than these sort of silos that we've built up in IT over 30 years, which if you think about it, really think about it, it's ridiculous if you think about it. It's not effective, it's not efficient. You mentioned participation cooperation, one of the biggest challenges, I think, in any organization, especially some of the bigger organizations. Some people work together for that that outcome that sort of is a value to everybody, including people who work in the thing and the customer as well. So that's a big deal. Now we're gonna close on that one on there, and we'll have a little look at economic value again on the next one. Maybe look at some of the other options there too. So thank you for that, Jeff, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for listening, everybody. Thank you.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.